Guys, hello, welcome, good evening, good day to you, good day, Tuesday, and from where I am, this side of the world, where I am is, I think the elections are in America happening as we speak, the count or the debate or how it works, Democrats, Republicans, and so forth, and I wish them all the best and prayers from, I suppose, on behalf of the rest of the world, because a lot depends on the end, on the outcome, which could be, Republican, Democrat, either or, could be good or bad, irrelevant. But anyway, good luck to everybody, and may God help us all. Just some interesting news I wanted to mention is that there is so many good podcasts at the moment that I've been watching that have to do with, if you're interested in, we've spoken that one of the biggest fields at the moment on money making used to be investments on platforms, in terms of advertisers paying for their adverts or medications or tea remedies, or whatever it may be. But there's a lot of stuff, if you're interested in it, is astrophysics, theoretical physics. It's a bit technical, quantum mechanics, such as AI becoming a quantum entity, machine or machine entity, becoming a god, as Rogan refers to it. Some agree, I disagree, but everyone's entitled to their own opinion. I'm more on Tucker side of things, even though I'm not religious like Tucker. Colson Tucker, by the way, who's got his own podcast. It's worth checking out. It's very political, but definitely worth watching. One of the nicest people, honestly, intuition-wise, I feel so, just as Rogan. And if you want to see one of the most amazing podcasts, just look up Rogan's podcast with Colson Tucker. Actually, I think it was close to 3 hours, but to show you how an intelligent conversation should be carried out, should be spoken about, and how two intelligent people actually have a conversation, is the most perfect example. Is on Rogan's podcast, the Joe Rogan Experience. Just look for, I think it's the only one, so you shouldn't have to look too hard for Colson Tucker, which wasn't too long ago. But it's not about the views that it got, it's about how they disagree on so many things, but yet giving each other the opportunity to talk, while each has their turn to talk, and whether you agree to disagree, I'm referring to them as well, whether they agree with each other or not, how they just by giving each other a little bit of that respect that I talk about often, what a difference it makes in terms of showing maturity, intelligence, and if only we had more of it. There's also another one happens to be on Rogan's podcast, if you guys are interested in. It's a little bit, I don't have my PhD or doctorate just yet in astrophysics, but I think it's Carl Cox, who is a British astrophysicist, and also battles to understand certain theories. And I mean, that's all science is really basically theories and bits and pieces of people's information over the years and coming to some kind of conclusion before, that's what science is figuring things out, coming close to it, and it's exciting. And I just wish, if you people are familiar with these podcasts, they are out there, they are so interesting. I just wish we had more people like them. There's another one, Graham Hancock, is not a geologist, archaeologist, but also absolutely amazing. He's been hammered through his career as fraud, or giving false information, but he's never actually claimed any of that stuff that they're accusing him of. As usual, it's all propaganda, nonsense, and suppression. And we think we're in a democracy, and we're not. But that's another episode. Anyway, so I was quite excited to tell you guys that if you're looking for something to watch, it's not always the same old algorithm. That's whatever's on your phone is showing you, good or bad. But there's a lot of positive, there's a lot of interesting things. And if you see these particular individuals that I'm talking about, such as, I will mention them by name, such as Joe, because they all seem to have their own podcasts, so to speak. And there's many more that I can't mention everybody, there's quite a few. But Graham Hancock is one. Cole Cox. I think it's Cole Cox. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's Cole. The other one was Colson Tucker. And I'm sure I'm forgetting somebody else here. But all of them, if they just seem to have this passion when they talk, the curiosity, the excitement. It's like a child in them that comes out. They can't stop talking with their hands. You'll notice that with Mr. Dr. Cox, I should actually call him. But they all speak so well, brilliant. Also on, I must say, it's actually my sister's favorite, not mine, in terms of podcasts. Nothing against the podcast whatsoever. I'm also new to it, so I shouldn't say that. But I have watched my first full episode on Diary of a CEO. And it happened to be, I cannot remember the guy's name, and please forgive me for that, but he did work for the Pentagon. It's classified information that he is can talk about, can't talk about, but also speaks so well, genuine person. And he's just come out also with a new book. And the reason I'm telling you this is that it's gone through the right channels, as he said, through government. What could be released can't be released because of, if you're interested in UFO sightings, especially when it's around military bases, that these orbs are there and people have been hurt by them, whether it be radiation or not, we're not sure. But watch it for yourself, see what you think, and you can always let me know, or just, I hope you watch it and enjoy it, because you can only gain by watching things like that. Knowledge is power, and in my opinion, that is power. And creativity, stimulating creativity, maintaining creativity is also key. And I find that very interesting to always want to be interested, curious, fascinated, want to know more, the so-called event horizon of it all, which is, Anyway, good night.